There's a lot of people in the world, and they all have something to say. Many have some sort of advice. So much advice. Some of that advice is really useful. Some of the advice, I actually want to get face to face. Some of the advice I sorely need. And some of the advice, I always follow. I often get asked for advice, but not all the time. But there's one piece of advice I'd give to everyone. That's me, and this is my Windows Phone.
Well, thanks. It's absolutely great to be here, especially after what's already been, for us, a very exciting and energizing few days. Over the weekend, we saw an incredible response around the globe to Windows 8 and to Microsoft Surface. We're seeing preliminary demand well above where we were with Windows 7, which is gratifying. We're seeing retailers here in the United States and hardware manufacturers enthusiastic about the response. The demand for touch on all-in-ones and laptops in addition to tablets has been really quite astounding. And certainly the lines we've seen at the Microsoft stores have been heartening. Windows 8 PCs really are the best PCs ever. People love how we brought together the best of worlds. Keyboard and touch, work and play, PC and tablet. And today we're bringing phones into the Windows family with Windows Phone 8. 4 years ago, we really started on what became the Windows Phone. Both of our competitors were in market, but we had a very different perspective on what a smartphone should be. When we set out to reinvent the smartphone, we didn't want to build just a single phone for all of us. We wanted to build a phone that could be personal for each of us. A phone for each of our unique lives and interests. Our desire for devices of different sizes, shapes, textures, and colors. And our incredible insistence as individuals for privacy and security for ourselves and for our families. And when we set out to do this, we had to do it in a way that enabled software developers to easily develop their applications for all of our individual diverse interests. Windows Phone 8 is the culmination of this effort, and it is truly the smartphone that has been reinvented around you. The simple act of pinning who and what you care about will immediately make the phone uniquely yours. Pin your best friends, your kids, your brother, your sister, your closest coworkers. Create a room and pin it to your start screen. Pin your favorite applications, your favorite music, or your favorite web pages right there. Your photos, documents, places that you visit, pin them all on your start screen and more. When you try this for the first time, you will see your phone literally come alive. You will get to know how this level of personalization really sets Windows phones apart. What else sets Windows Phone 8 apart? How it works with Windows PCs. If you're one of the hundreds of millions of people who will use Windows 8 in the next year, there is no better phone for you than a Windows Phone. As you've seen already, all Windows 8 devices, from desktops to notebooks to laptops to tablets and to phones, share the same iconic look and feel. The same live tiles will update as the world around you changes. You will always know what's happening at a glance. Your Microsoft account is key to accessing the same photos, documents, and SkyDrives, as well as all of your Xbox music or games across the Windows ecosystem. and app developers will participate in that same account. Just log in once, and everything that you care about will light up on your PC and your phone. It will all stay in sync, and it will all stay backed up. There's one more thing that really sets Windows phones apart, and I think it's important to emphasize because it is just perhaps so unexpected and so amazing, and that is new killer hardware. I would argue some of the best hardware you will find, if not the best hardware you will find in any smartphone form factor. And today I want to show you just a few of the new Windows phones. I want to start with this phone from Nokia. Nokia as a company is exclusively focused on Windows Phone, and they are selling the most Windows phones in the market. They're also doing spectacular work. Nokia's new Lumia 920 is fantastic. Seeing is really believing with this phone. The PureMotion HD Plus display lets you see text, graphics, and video clearly, even in bright sunlight. No more blurry, dark screens. The camera on the 920 is truly world-class. This is the only smartphone in the world that includes optical image stabilization that captures great photos and videos, even in low light or with a shaky hand. Nokia is also doing pioneering work on wireless charging. Just set your phone down on a charger in your kitchen or on your bedside table to power up. Next, I want to show you the Samsung ATIV S. We are thrilled that Samsung built such a flat-out gorgeous phone. The ATIV S has an amazing 4.8-inch screen and a very long-lasting battery. Yet it is unbelievably thin and incredibly, incredibly light. Next of the models I want to highlight today is the Windows Phone 8X from HTC, and it is a remarkable phone. HTC's designers saw our live tiles and were inspired to build Windows phones from the ground up with the same elegant modern lines and the same radiant colors. Both the Windows Phone 8X and its little brother, one of the many phones I won't show you today, the Windows Phone 8S, have killer sound thanks to Beats Audio and built-in amps. Movies and music really sound incredible on these phones. HTC's also broken new ground with an ultra-wide-angle lens on the front of the camera, making the 8X perfect for Skype. Being able to see your whole family, not just one face, is really a whole new way to bring everyone together. Today I'm thrilled to announce that all these new Windows phones, and many, many, many more, will start to go on sale at operators and retailers in Europe this coming weekend. And they will continue to roll out throughout the world in November. In the United States, our customers will have more choice than ever, with a wide range of devices and a wide coverage of operators. As part of that, I'm very pleased to announce that we've opened a new chapter in our partnership with Verizon Wireless. As part of Verizon's commitment to Windows phones, they will carry the Windows Phone 8X as well as the Lumia 822. Those phones will be in store by Thanksgiving. Also exclusive to Verizon will be the new Samsung ATIV Odyssey, not a phone I showed you today, which will hit stores in December. As T-Mobile actually announced earlier this morning, their customers will have a great choice of Windows phones. They will carry the Lumia 810 as well as the Windows Phone 8X. Both of those are expected to be in stores by November 14th. AT&T's customers will have a choice between 3 gorgeous Windows phones going on sale in November. First, and exclusive to AT&T in the United States, is the Lumia 920. They will also have the Lumia 820 and the Windows Phone 8X. They will share more on prices and specific availability dates very soon. I'm also thrilled to let you know that the 65 Microsoft stores that are open this holiday season will carry every phone, not just these 3, but every phone available for sale in the United States. And every color option will be available through the Microsoft Store online. Now millions of people can enter one of the Microsoft stores and see firsthand the gorgeous Windows laptops, desktops, all-in-ones, tablets, and phones. More importantly, they will be able to see how all these Windows 8 devices work together to deliver an amazing and connected experience. The global launch of Windows Phone 8 is just starting. In addition to phones hitting the shelves worldwide through the next month, I also guarantee that between Windows 8, Microsoft Surface, and Windows Phone 8, you won't be able to turn on a TV or open a magazine without seeing a Microsoft Windows ad. This is a remarkable, remarkable time. And it's the time for Windows Phone 8, for the reinvention of the smartphone around you that we started now some years ago. Our hardware partners are all in. Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile here in the U.S. are all in. Plus hundreds of mobile operators, literally hundreds of mobile operators and retailers around the world who are all in. Developers are all in, filling the Windows Phone Store with applications. As you heard earlier, we have 120,000 apps, and 46 of the top 50 new titles are on Windows phones, including new titles like Pandora. And if somehow anybody wasn't convinced yet, Microsoft is certainly all in. We brought the best of Microsoft to all Windows 8 devices. For the first time, you will be able to buy a stunning Windows PC, tablet, and phone that share that same iconic look and feel, access the same services, and all work together to keep you connected to the people and the information that are most important to you. As hundreds of millions of people buy Windows 8 PCs, they will see how the new Windows 8 experience can get even better when paired with a Windows phone. People all over the world are about to fall in love with Windows phones. And it starts right here. It starts today. Windows Phone is the best phone for Windows. It has killer hardware, and most importantly, it is the most personal smartphone available. We reinvented Windows Phone around you. You met Joe's phone earlier. You met Jessica's phone earlier. And you certainly had a chance to meet my phone. Now, I don't think you're ever going to mistake me and Joe, and I'll bet you're never going to mistake me and Jessica. But perhaps as importantly, you're never going to mistake our phones for each other's either. They're all unique, each one a genuine reflection of who we are as parents, as professionals, and as people. For those watching the webcast, I want to thank you for joining us today.